Alright guys, so today I felt like having an all barbell workout. So all exercises are going to be barbell workouts. As you can see, I have a couple of plates set, 15, 20 and 10. And I'm only using these because they are the only ones that I have. If you have a bit more plates, you can go heavy. That's all up to you. But this is what I have and this is what I'm going to work with. So you want to set yourself up for success. I have my gloves, I have my straps in case I need them. And also the purpose of having all these weights here is right along the way. If the weight gets heavier, you can drop the weight a little bit. If it gets lighter, you can step up the weight a little bit. But the most important thing here is going to be mostly about the form. So most important thing is you don't want to get hurt. You just want to have a good workout, safe and sound. Okay, so the first exercise is going to be some heavy deadlifts. So the deadlifts are gonna go all in, and then after that we're gonna go into some thrusters in a ladder. So we're gonna start with 1, 2, and 10 reps of each exercise. Thrusters, bent over rows, and sumo high pulls. All right, so that being said, let's get on with it. All right guys, so to start things off, we're gonna start with abs workout. So I started off with the cable crunch on a high pulley, and again we want to concentrate so much on the form, focused and doing everything right. So if you're doing a cable crunch, the most important thing you have to keep in mind is you have to flex the spine. So on the descent, you want to have your elbows almost touching your knees and rounding, flexing your spine like you're curving in. And then as you go all the way up, you want to make sure that you put that strain on your lower abs. You should feel that stretch all the way up. If you don't, then you know you have something to work. Alright, so moving on from the cable crunch, we have the knees to elbows. So the most important thing here is to make sure you flex that spine, and you wanna lift your pelvis off the bench, bringing your knees all the way, almost burying them in your armpits. Okay, this all depends on where you're placing your elbows or where you're placing your arms. But the most important thing to keep in note is try to keep the movement solid. No swing motions, knees to chest, knees to elbows, all the way up, slow and controlled, keeping the tension on the core, and it will really help you shape those lower abs. And try not to do this if you have a lower back issue. There's a lot of exercises you can do that don't involve so much of the lower back. So finishing off the warm-up phase is the cable wood jumps. Again, it's not all about the weight. It's all about the mind-muscle connection and that muscle engagement. So mind to muscle connection is really important here. And you don't want to go heavy and lose your form, and you want to keep everything small and tight. Okay, so it's time for us to load those plates. I have my straps on, and I will explain why I have my straps on in a minute. So you want to load up the bar 20, 15 and 10 both sides. So that's about 100 kilos. I'm about 89 kilos, so I'm deadlifting more than my body weight, which is not a problem. My max, one rep max was 200. I can still do it, but I decided to go for 100 because at least I know I can easily and safely do 10 reps 3 times. So again, you want to have your straps on so that you don't have to worry about your grip. You want to concentrate so much on your form, nice arched back. You don't want to squat in your deadlift. You want to get all the benefits from a good deadlift. Okay, so that's the point of having my straps. If your grip is so good, especially if you know all the tactics of a good grip, hooking, using your hook finger, round it over the bar, you should be fine because it's only 100 kilos. But it's a little bit different if you're lifting more than your body weight. Okay, so in the video it's 2 sets, but I actually did 3 sets, and you have to do 3 sets. Yeah, so that's the whole workout. So 3 sets in the beginning, and when that's done, now the voice in the video was a little bit distant, so I decided to do this voice over. So I'm explaining how the exercises we're going to do in a ladder are going to be. So we're gonna clean that bar and start off with a thruster, 1 rep into the bent over row. Again, look at my form and spreading your feet a little bit wider, arms coming in between your feet, a nice arched back. You're gonna roll the bar all the way up into a sumo high pull. So that's how the sequence is going to be. So starting off with 1 thruster all the way up, dropping the bar in a hang clean into 1 bent over row, or spreading your feet wide into 1 sumo high pull. Okay, now if you are a beginner, you can take a few minutes in between the sets, but the few sets until up to 5 should not be a problem. The challenge comes after the first 5 repetitions, because in total you're going to be doing 51 repetitions in every exercise. So we're talking about 51 thrusters, 51 bent over rows, and then 51 sumo high pulls. So that's a huge number. But like I said, in any part of the exercise duration, if you feel the bar is getting heavy, the bar is lighter, you always have the option to adjust the weight. And the most important thing, what you should aim at, is finishing the whole workout. So I'll see you at the end of the 10 repetitions, where we will have a small Tabata sprint on the treadmill, and then that will be it for this workout. So go along with me, stay strong, keep watching, and I'll see you at almost the end. Alright guys, so if you're still with me, you are amazing. You made it to the end. Have some water. Probably have a few minutes rest before we jump into the Tabatas. So the Tabata is going to be 20 minutes on and 10 seconds, and we're going to do this for 10 minutes. But the trick is you're going to increase the incline by 2 numbers every single minute. So that means on the first minute it's going to be a 1 incline, on the second minute 2 incline, until to the 10th minute where it's going to be a 10 incline. Okay, so it doesn't sound as challenging as it is when you're doing it. So try it, give it a try. It's only 10 minutes guys, and you'll be done. You'll be totally done at the end of this workout, and that's the whole idea. So let's leave everything in, let's leave everything on the floor, and let's kill this workout. Alright, so you can do it. I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself. Alright, so let's meet at the very end, at the 10 minutes. So I didn't actually record 10 minutes. I only recorded the first 3 minutes just to show you how things are going to be, and at the end you have ended. So 10 minutes and give it everything you have. Alright guys, so here we are. This is the end. You can flex, you can brag. You made it to the end, and you're awesome. You're unstoppable right now. And have a nice day. You can always do the same workout maybe once or twice a week. You earned it, and you probably need a good night rest.